Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight. Contact the tower at 60 and me at 3,000.
نتیجه درگیری رو بده. میشنوی؟
Alpha Bravo from 207.
13 miles. Fox 1, Fox 1.
Oh, Jesus. Go 20. Okay, please. Copy both flags. That's affirmative. Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight. cleared for visual overhead approach, runway 24, contact the tower at 60 and me at 3000.
نتیجه درگیری رو بده. میشنوی؟
Alpha Bravo from 207.
13 miles. Fox 1, Fox 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Go 20.
Okay, sweet.
Copy both flags.
Running a dedicated DCS server can be complex, time-consuming, and expensive. And after all that effort, you still might not get the smooth, seamless experience you're looking for. That's why virtual pilots and virtual squadrons choose MasterArm as a ready-for immediate use solution and for peak efficiency. With low latency, high stability, and uncompromising performance, MasterArm ensures that every maneuver, every decision, and every shot counts. Stay mission ready. Fly with confidence. MasterArm has your six. Get your server at www.masterarm.de.
استراحة الآن.
Ho, ho, ho. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another SATAC 2025 match today on a Sunday. And you know the drill. We need to find out what mission these guys are going to fly and what side they need to go. Let's do the preparation and let the teams know which side they need to go, and then we continue with the commentate today. Only one pilot has only Caucasus. I love to see more other maps, but nevertheless, we need to find a mission between the 6 Caucasus ones. And with that, we know by the dice roll that we're gonna get the mission 3, which is gonna be Sochi Mozdok, and it is the weather condition number 3. Okay, and then we need also to find out what side each team needs to go for the first round. I think, let me check again. The DDCS said they will go blue if they win, and Gryphon said they are going red, I believe, if they win. Let me check on that. Yeah, okay. So we do that. Heads DDCS and tails for Gryphon. Let's flip the coin. And we have tails. So it is actually obvious, but we just didn't want to skip that. So everybody goes to the side that they are supposed to go or wanted to go. Let me tell them and be back. Send you to a short advertisement, and we're going to be back when the server is restarted. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Running a dedicated DCS server can be complex, time-consuming, and expensive. And after all that effort, you still might not get the smooth, seamless experience you're looking for. That's why virtual pilots and virtual squadrons choose Master Arm as a ready for immediate use solution and for peak efficiency. With low latency, high stability, and uncompromising performance, Master Arm ensures that every maneuver, every decision, and every shot counts. Stay mission ready. Fly with confidence. Master Arm has your 6. Get your server at www.masterarm.de.
Cool. Okay. Back in between, the server is also restarted. Let's go there. We have the SATAC server 2 today. A big thank to Master Arm for providing the servers for the tournament. Here we go. Oh, and the other match in parallel is also Sochi Mozdok, but the weather condition 1. I hope they have better weather than we have. I'm not sure what weather condition is that actually today, but we'll see. So just a sec. Need to set also the TAC view for us. Cool, working. Nice. Yeah, maybe a little music for the moment. Good. So Let's see who's who in the zoo. We have on one side, on the blue side, we have DDCS team with Z in F-16, J will in F-16. We have Immerse from 9G, which is CERT in J11. Then we have Winch and Kip Duran, also in F-16, and we have also Stalker from 9G in J11. On the other side, on the red side, we have on the Gryphon side, Gryphon C, probably Cadet, Kubner. Sorry if I pronounced it wrongly. Then we have Sagrem. Then we have Midnight. We have Signosparnis. Oh my god, I'm gonna have big fun with those pilots call signs tonight. And we have Gods. One is still missing, the other side is complete. Let's move on to the map and see what the weather condition is. So far I saw rain. Yep, it's raining. To me, bad weather, and with that, I believe that the other match has more luck and probably has a better weather. DCS is laggy today. I have no idea why it's like this, but it's a bit strange. I hope it's get better with the time. Good. Everything seems to be set on my side. Thank you guys for joining. Spade, first one in the chat today. Welcome. If you feel like joining me, please do so. Let me know right in the chat. And I hop into the voice channel. Always great to have you with me. 9G Valak is here. Second, Dynamic DCS and 9G. He's for sure for Dynamic DCS. And let's do thing and ask the audience something. And this is gonna be who is going to win the first round, and is it DDCS or is it Gryphon Squadron? We give it 20 minutes from now, or let's say 50 minutes from now, and start a prediction. You can win channel points. Go and vote for it. Today we had the lucky winner. He just won all the channel points in all 3 rounds. It was a unique result. So good luck to you. So good. Teams are going to taxi. Maximus also connected to the server. So 6 on each side. All pilots are there. They will go for the last checks before they taxi towards the runway. Skin check. I received Gryphons today, and seems working. And as far as they are only flying F-16, it's gonna be no problem. Yeah, do it. Yep. Maximus has a problem with the DCS stuttering. I do have also the same problem. I do have the same problem too. I wish I could restart either. So let's see. Let's go to the other side. We have time because Maximus needed to restart the machine or the DCS. And let's see. Okay, we have the standard Splinter Aggressor from Alaska Squadron on F-16s here, because these guys didn't have any customized skins. So these 3 F-16s, the 4th one also Alaska Aggressor in Black Sprinter, and then we have the 2 J11s probably not wearing any skins. They are a static one. I was for 1 minute I was scared while we have 7 pilots here. So one is still missing. Oh, it's here. Cert is on runway. Okay, all good. So now there, typically we watch the blue side taking off. So we stay here in this airport. But we can take a look at the circumstances here. You're for sure in Caucasus. Sorry. People fly between Sochi and just a second, my game hangs again. The people fly between Sochi and Mozdok. Doesn't look good with the DCS. I don't know why it's doing that today. Yeah, so it is round about 102 nautical miles till the center of the combat zone and about 50 nautical miles to the inner bubble. You know, when you get into the combat zone, you cannot go out. You can go out, but you cannot come back. And as long as you are out of the bubble and the other team owns the combat zone for 5 minutes, you lose. So you shouldn't go out before you made sure that all the opponents are down. So I didn't hear Maximus connected to the server, so we are still waiting. Longer than expected. But you're still in the accepted tolerance. It shouldn't take so much long, but a couple of minutes is kind of tolerable. It happens to everyone. Spade is for Gryphon. Gryphon hasn't been around for longer. It is, at least I know that Gryphon exists at least since 2020, so 5 or 6 years. This is what I know, maybe even older. But they haven't been on any tournament in the last 2 years, as long as I can remember. I think SATAC 2021 or so, or even after that, I haven't seen any Gryphon squadron flying. So they're back. Used to be a very good squadron at that time. I see still 2 or 3 of the old team with Jagrem and Maximus, the squad lead, still flying there. So I'm pretty much sure that they will bring a very good performance tonight. And DDCS is also new to me. We will see how these guys are doing. So pretty much excited to see how it's gonna end. Go and check the prediction. If you're for Gryphon or for DDCS, you have the chance to predict with the chance to win the channel points. Take the time and thank the sponsors of SATAC. WeKB, Big Ironwork, Eagle Dynamics, Razbam, TACView, Lot ADC. We'll see also TACView today in picture-in-picture. Heatblar, without their support, it wasn't possible to bring that to you. I mean, if they help with software, with the prices, and also Master Arm, which provides the servers that the teams are flying on for the during of the tournament. So big shout out to all these guys. So blue side is ready. Thank you. I've also posted a couple of links into the chat, like SATAC Discord address, SATAC YouTube if you want to see the video on demands after the weekend, and also the link to SATAC donation. So feel free to make use of them. At any time soon, we should be ready to take off. Waiting for the red side. Let's take a look at there and see if Maximus is ready soon. God's Max, yeah, looks good. So at any time soon, we need to be able to kick it off. 4 F-16s in the front line, followed by 2 J-11s on the blue side. These are the 2 9G guys helping DDCS. And to be honest, this lag is killing me. Okay. I hope the lag is over once the guys are over the clouds. It's happening to me since the last update. No answers from the red side. Let's take a look at the armament. As you see here, 4 SD-10s are allowed, 4 Fox Trios are allowed. So J11 has the SD-10s. Then we have the 2 Fox 1 R27s and then R73s with the flankers. Same also here. Good. And the teams are ready. We can kick it off. Okay, here we go. One F-16 takes off. Singleton. And goes off burner as soon as he is in the air. Okay. Excited to see what he's doing. Okay, the other F-16 is still rearming, refueling. Probably, maybe he has a delay because he just wanted to make sure that he has the whole fuel that he can take with himself. It took a little bit longer. This is the disadvantage when you wait for long on the runway for the other team to prepare, and then you consume, even when it is a couple of pounds, you want to make sure that you have the full fuel that you can have with you just in case. And the other 2 F-16s, the second element is also safe in the air, and they go off burner as soon as they can. The 11s will probably join a little bit later. Here we go. The last section is rolling. That's a heavy machine. Okay, all 6 are in the air. Let's go and see how the red is doing. Red is also fully in the air. Stagram is already at 32,000, still climbing. And here we have over 34,000 Kubner and Maximus. Maximus flying also J11. Same setup. 4 C10s, 2 ERs, and 2 73s. Okay, I can still recognize no clear tactical formation here. We need to wait and see in how it's gonna be. It seems to me that we have on Gryphon side 2 ship on right, a 2 ship left, and probably 2 people trailing them. Thickness Barnes is gaining altitude over the runway here. Want to make sure that he gains altitude before he goes in. Even though I saw that the other guys were also at 32,000 something when they were at this place, so I don't know if that turn was helpful or not, or for what reason it was. So people gaining altitude, going really high here. Gryphon is very high. They save fuel by that. They burn all in. And they have their jammer pods with them. Setup is 4 Fox 3 and 2 AIM-9s. You cannot take anything else by that. When you do fly F-16, you can only just choose which pylon carrying what. And for the J-11s, as we said, is all the same here also. Okay, cool. So red is in the bubble soon. Blue is a bit back. The reason is they are lower. They're around 20,000 something. And they don't burn. They want to conserve as much fuel as possible. They count with the long fight tonight, and they probably think they need all the fuels that they have. So that's going to be their strategy. Okay, yeah, as I said, Gryphon, two ships with 1 in each side's trail. And the DDCS side is, I can recognize the formation. Blue is also in the bubble now. Probably we see shots from Gryphon squadron. They are high and they have the speed. They are still climbing. Hubner is at 45 angels and 350 knots of speed. The jamming pod is probably an issue with its drag. Are they shooting or not? They want to spread a little bit more. 49,000 still climbing. Midnight. No bags. Have already dropped the bags. Wow. Unbelievable. Hubner has still the bags on. 52,000. I can't remember if Midnight had bags, I mean all three or not. You can check on attack view later on. 53,000. Is he coming down? Okay, Stalker J11 has also gained altitude. The rest is going burn at the moment, so everybody's burning now. First R27 comes off the rail from Maximus and Kubner with aim 120. At the same time, probably here we have the 120 from Midnight at 53,000 feet altitude. The next one is going to be probably Shagram, gaining altitude by going nose down, probably shooting something or maybe not. So 3 missiles are in the air from the red side, and 1 SC-10 is on the way to one of these 2 guys down the combat zone from CERT. And CERT is probably in big trouble with that R27. Wow, that was close. That was really close. So 2 people are still not in the bubble, and they don't have much time. They need to get into the bubble within 5 minutes after the first friendly is there, or they're gonna explode when they get into the bubble later on. No casualties so far. Missile exchanges. J-Will and Winch need to go inside as soon as possible. Another slammer comes from the gods on probably a cold target. I assume it was for Stalker. I don't think that is going anywhere. These 3 people up there have a beautiful life. I don't know why they are not attacking. They haven't noticed that these guys are not in the bubble yet, probably. If it were so, I would go with 6 people in and capitalize over these 4 guys, and then would have a pleasant life afterwards. Less aggressive than I thought. Next R27 from Maximus is for CERT, which is also cold at this stage. And then I believe that this SD-10 is not really bad. If it is for Kubner, it's going to be a problem because he is reacting quite lately, and the missile is kind of 1,400 knots fast, already 20,000 of altitude, and then it hits right in his back. First casualties on Gryphon side. I believe they have recognized now that they have only got to do with 4 blues and they are ingressing altogether. 220s in the air. Up the bullseye. The one is on shock rim and the other one is on one of these guys on Z or CERT. I'm not sure. We'll see. Look at the weather here. When you go down, it's not that beautiful, but you need to go down, and then you have also the terrain down there and the danger of hitting one of these obstacles. Okay, the 120 here looks no factor here. It's so slow for a Cold Tiger. Midnight, the highest F-16 in this match, in this round. Going back, so Maximus in the front line, maintaining altitude. These guys are very much careful now. We see probably one shot here anytime soon. You don't burn for nothing going up there. You have a mission to fulfill, and this is a long shot, and this is the best way you can shoot an M120. Look at that missile. The missile is 2,000 knots fast at 70,000. If it were for surge, we will probably see a kill here, but it's not. In return, this one is good on yeah, he is high, but he is fast. This is his advantage, that he is very, very quick, and this is no factor here. Well done, Picno. I hope he's okay with that short form. Midnight, all alone up there, exchanging missiles with J-Will. Everyone is his central. The X100 R27 from Stalker on Chagram, and Chagram responds back with M120. These two aren't going nowhere, so only keeping the enemy back and disturbing. Third is on Midnight. Let's see. Okay, he disregards. Did he see Chakram? That's why he turned to him. We will see. Look at the weather down there. Then he goes into the cloud. Wow. IFR. Okay, Certs wanna make the change here. Big Nose is 37 high. When Cert finds this out and fires on him, it probably did, then there is no way for Shiknos Parnas to get away from that. Look at that. We stay with him because that R27 is really, really aggressive. Look, he's diving for his life. Ooh. It's good. Unbelievable. It didn't track. it didn't track because probably this AIM-120 spit it in Surt's soup, made him to turn back, and then he lost the radar contact with the R-27, and R-27 went waste. Here, the next assassin act of Surt, while Maximum has already fired on him, so I think that it's gonna be a good one. Let's take that SD-10 and see what Surt is planning to do with it. It's gonna be close. Nothing. Okay, the balance is there. 5 versus 5. Guys. Wow. I hope you have predicted. Iron 87 ITA says, let's go guys, let's go Gryphon. Raptor Dad, hey, welcome. He says, always great to see J11s in the competition. I don't know. Let's see. You can't see anything in this, but we just lost one person again. Who was that? Maximus killed Surt. Yeah, that's what we saw. And now yet, exactly, Gods killed Stalker with the AIM-120. So 5 on Gryphon side, 4 for DCS side. Gryphon made to come back and revenge on one loss they had early in the round. How is the missile stand? Good that we checked him. He has one less. And this is for, I believe, Signos Parnes. If I'm not wrong, he's low and he is good with that. Missile is not doing anything. It is already defeated. Maximus, 10,000. Not burning. 1 SC-10 left. And 2 IRs. Only. He is sneaking in. While Kip Duran and Z are turning to him in a 2-ship. And fire on him already. Maximus goes for a notch. He slows down. Countermeasure. Nose down. Oh, wow. What a notch. And then we lose one of these guys on this side while we were watching Maximus. He went down. That was Z went down on Maximus R27. No, we didn't SD10, sorry. So it looks quite hard for the blue side. 5 versus 2. What these guys are gonna do. 30,000 each. They're very high. I would go lower when I'm low numbering. Well, let's see. Okay, I see part of these guys are already going for landing, if I'm not wrong. Leave the field to Signos Parnes and Midnight, if I'm not wrong. No, they turn back. Okay, they turn back. They will be there till they have made sure that the enemy is down. completely. Fire. Aim 120 for midnight. J will oversees signal partners down here, who is probably down to aim 9 only. Yeah, that was his last aim 9, and this will not doing anything. So Signals partners is now Winchester. But there are other 4 who can take his role. Okay, this is going to be a fuel fight, probably, as we assumed. So people are very, very careful now. The red side is also very careful, even though they are 3 more, probably because of the fuel they have consumed. Some of them were flying even without tanks, as I said, or dropped the tanks very early on, like Midnight. So the fuel statues with Midnight shouldn't be really that high. And he is also Winchester. Chakram has only 1 Clamor and 2 IRs. Gods has only 2 IRs. That's why these are so far away. Maximum is probably going home, even though he has 2 missiles. Yeah, the fuel is a factor. And then we take the next 120 on J-Will, fired by Chakram. Does she find a way to the hostile through the rainbow? Yes, he does. Next one is down. So Winch is home alone with 1, 2, 3, 4 AMRAAMs and 2 Sidewinders. Technically, when he utilizes these missiles, he has the chance to take down all the opponent sides. But gods are against that. They send 2 aim 9s on their way. These needs to climb high. But not high enough. I should have fired on the closer target. Would probably have killed that. Does gods have anything? No. Chakram, 2 IRs. Chikno should be empty. We saw that earlier. Yeah. The next M9 on the cold target will not go anywhere. Maximus is preparing to go home, even though he has 2 IRs. I don't know where this lag is coming from. I need to restart my DCS after this round. Winch is down. Okay. So Maximus can go home. He can go home now. Wow. Okay, Red has taken control of the battle area. I do restart the DCS between the rounds and make sure that I lower the MSAA a little bit. I'm not sure if the lag is coming from there, but it's ridiculous. It wasn't there yesterday as I streamed, so it's quite strange. Yep, now it's completely hanging. Oh no. Okay, let's go to the TAC view and enjoy this. Perfect. It killed also my TAC view. Thank you, DCS. Let me quickly send you to an advertisement and then restart DCS and get back to you.
Running a dedicated DCS server can be complex, time-consuming, and expensive. And after all that effort, you still might not get the smooth, seamless experience you're looking for. That's why virtual pilots and virtual squadrons choose MasterArm as a ready-for-immediate-use solution and for peak efficiency. With low latency, high stability, and uncompromising performance, MasterArm ensures that every maneuver, every decision, and every shot counts. Stay mission ready. Fly with confidence. MasterArm has your six. Get your server at www.masterarm.de.
Okay, just restarted DCS to see if it helps or not. I hope it does. There's definitely something with DCS wrong. And it also killed my TAC view, so perfect situation that we cannot see the TAC view of this round. During the round, we can probably go through that after the match. DCS doesn't like me today. Doesn't like me. Okay, next try. I hope we can get back into the game anytime soon. Greg, thanks for following. MVS HATCHET. Also, thank you for support. At least we make to go for the landing scene. Hope. Same issue. DCS is very slow. It's not the machine. Not the hardware. Okay, so here we are. Maximum for short, the closer one. But yeah, as we thought, he's low on fuel. Is already gliding. 30% RPM. 400 knots, but very low. 1800 feet slow. And there is a long way, round about 30 nautical miles to go to the airfield. You will probably not making that. You could find a beautiful place to land. A cornfield. There are enough comrades up there who will for sure make to go back and land at where they started from and take the points home. Okay, Maximus landed safely on the weeds. Victor's Parnes is high enough, 93% RPM. Should be good with fuel. 42,000, as I said, and it is 55-ish nautical miles to fly. He will make it even with engine off from that distance, from that altitude. Stock rim is also fighting with the fuel. We need to have one valid landing for the round win. Yep. I know his stream was black for a short spade. DCS is making my life hard today, but it's back. Thank you for the hint. I wish you were on this stream together with me today. The next landing outside the airfield. I hope the pilot's still alive. All eyes are on Vignos Parnes and Gods. We're doing pretty well. It's gonna be a long match tonight, guys. I tell you, be prepared. I didn't really understand the tactic of the blue not sending two fighters into the bubble. And probably if Gryphon have noticed that early on, they could do it differently, but nevertheless, they made two to win this round, I would say. At the end, it was not easy. They lost the first one and needed to come back and create the balance again. So it's really hard. They made it very well. I like the flankers. But we also saw how thirsty it could be. Maximus didn't make to go back to Mazdak. So now goes all downhill. Is there also fuel issue or RPM is falling? Is it idle? Or for me the descent rate is a bit too much, even though it's only, no, it's good, it's good. It's only 30 nautical miles away, so that makes sense. He's fully idle and going down for first valid landing, hopefully, so we can move on to the round 2. Let's take a look at the table. We are watching a match in, oh, this is not the right one. Give me one sec. Need to update that. Just a second. I need to take it from file that I have and I can share it with you in the next round. Let's watch the landing first, more important. Landing expert is not in the virtual studios today with me, but I would say he would say butter. So with that, I have the confidence to update the scoreboard. Gryphon 1, DDCS 0. Need to wait for second guy also to land. This is the gods. Still up there. let's take a look at the prediction. Oh, this is obvious. Everyone said that Gryphon is gonna win the first round, and with that, all those people were right. We need to choose the outcome here. Gryphon complete the prediction, and then we have the winners. The points goes to Galazi, 2 and 3 others. 4 people predicted it correctly, and they take these channel points home. Congratulations, guys. Well done. I'm wondering if we see the same tactic from DDCS of holding 2 fighters back. Okay, here we go. And touchdown. Perfect. Okay. All we need to do now is to restart the server. I tried to also restart DCS again, see if it helps. And then run the mission again, and people can join and man the airframes. We're gonna be away for 2-3 minutes, send you to an intermission, and then we're going to be back soon with the second round of the match between Dynamic DCS and Gryphon.
Running a dedicated DCS server can be complex, time-consuming, and expensive. And after all that effort, you still might not get the smooth, seamless experience you're looking for. That's why virtual pilots and virtual squadrons choose MasterArm as a ready for immediate use solution and for peak efficiency. With low latency, high stability, and uncompromising performance, MasterArm ensures that every maneuver, every decision, and every shot counts. Stay mission ready. Fly with confidence. MasterArm has your 6. Get your server at www.masterarm.de.
استراحة الآن.
Okay, back, and I have disabled the MSAA completely, hoping that it solves the issue with the stuttering and the freezing. In the meanwhile, Gryphon has moved to the blue side and taken off from Sochi Adler, and we expect dynamic DCS to fly from the red side, which is Mozdok. Dynamic DCS, no Gryphon Squadron 1. This is the second round of the match. It's best of 3. Thank you for watching this together with me. Unfortunately, we lost the live TAC view of the first match, of the first round, sorry. Okay, here is at least running again. Hope gonna stay stable. Okay, this time Gryphon is all there, and the red side this time, which is DDCS, is also almost ready. I see no changes of pilots. And Stalker joins the rest as soon as the lineup is allowing them get together. Two flankers for F-16s as the first round, and here for the Gryphon we have also one J-11 manned by Maximus, and the rest F-16s as the first round. No changes. Cool. So everyone is ready. Perfect. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Here we go, guys. And the last Gryphon is also in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successfully airborne, and on the other side 4 F-16s are in the air, and 2 J-11s are also rolling. Airborne. Both are okay. difficult to fly in this weather circumstance. Okay, let's see if dynamic DCS is doing exactly the same thing as in the first round, or there will be a change there. Gryphons lineup and formation is the same. They're not burning, probably again. Yeah, just make sure they are not running into any fuel issue. Impressive and beautiful with those outs here. Sun shining too. Everything's okay at this altitude. Always good weather over there. And take a look at the red. Also the same thing of formation 3, 2 ships. Not clear for me where these two are going to in the middle, or why they're flying like that, not the straight line. We will see. They probably go and get behind them. But why over a not straight line? Z and Kipteron on this side. Kipteron is 32,000, looking down to Z down there, 2,000 feet lower. Yeah, Spade says the Gryphon flew very unique in my opinion. I don't know if you were following Gryphon for longer, but they're actually doing exactly the same that they were doing also last time I saw them flying, so pretty much very close to that. I remember Gryphon always as a very good squadron. We had the chance to play officially against them, and also had the chance to scrim them. Very good team, very good pilots. I'm missing some of them. I contacted one or two of them. They're not flying anymore for Gryphon. I wanted to connect with them for the preparation. I found out that, for example, Infected is not flying with them. So some changes, new people came into the squadron, but they were away for quite a long time from my perspective. And yeah, good they're back. This is the SATAC at the moment is the biggest event happening in the DCS world. And we had for sure one or two teams needed to leave us, some internal pilots not available anymore. But we started with 40 teams, and this is really unique. So, as I thought, J-Will and Winch are backing Hypteron and Z, while Stalker and Third in their J11s are in the middle of the combat zone. The question is who is giving the first shot. Everyone is high. I mean, with respect to the altitude. Oh, thanks, Tech, for nice word. Doing my best. We had a little bit of problems today. My DCS is playing stupid sometimes, and today is one of those days. Turn on the MSAA, see if it helps or not. I hope it does. So far is okay. Probably the IMSA I had. A little bit less now. It's not all gone, but hopefully it's not crashing my TAC view again. So okay, I think certain Stalker are not going to fire from that position, or I'm not sure. Let's stay with them, see if they're gonna fire any. Appreciate that, Tech. You're always nice to me. Thanks for the support, man. Okay, we saw no long range from them. They're faking a shot. While we have 120 fired probably on them, they're pulling that missile, risking fuel to pull one missile. Okay, this time are all in from the DDCS side. No one is waiting outside the combat zone to get in at a later time. Everything is kind of happening on the upper side of the bubble. Maximus is high and fast. He goes in the loft for the next shot. It's his first, I think. Yep, his first shot. And he shoots one of those R-27s, a no SD-10, to my surprise. Let's stay with that. And we see the target is diving. Is now under the first cloud layer. I don't think that R-27 is hiding any longer. It just meant to bring the enemy down. Yeah, it's not tracking. It's just made the job. So one missile for one cold target. Does it pay off or not? Not sure. Was worth of it. Winch is down. I couldn't imagine he's doing nothing. And I was hoping that the missile is flying over his head towards someone else, but it was definitely for him. I couldn't imagine. Otherwise, I would take him to see that shot hitting him. I couldn't imagine he's flying into the missile without reacting to the RWR. If it was pincered and he was just getting the RWR from the other AIM-120 and didn't pay attention to this one, I don't know. So Gryphon 6, DDCS 5 in numbers. So the next one, Jogrem with another 120 and goes directly into dive. This all costs energy. This ups and downs cost energy, and he cannot take 3 tanks with him because he has the pod under the belly. So down to 2 fuel tanks, and this is making it even harder for them. I think this 120 is supposed to be for J-Will. The cert is good, and it was for me one of the most aggressive dynamic DDCS, or let's say the mercenary for DDCS in the first round. Oh, tech view is a little out of view. Sorry. Okay, hope you see better now. What's going on? Okay, so next one is probably going to be Maximus again with the next shot. Bring himself in position. Why is he counter measuring? Is it a optical signal? And then the shot. I think it is his first SD-10. Yeah, it's his first SD-10. It's probably for cert, and they pincered him with the 120 of Hubner. But cert is good because he then directly went low and back, did a split S, and he is good so far. Gryphon divided into 3 ships where DDCS are all together, trying to hold versus outnumbering Gryphon. Be prepared for all situation, no matter from what direction Gryphon is coming from. And they are very careful. Very careful. They're not aggressive. Take their time. Conserve their fuel. Look at Z. Low on RPM and altitude. And he has a good chance here, let's say, yeah, to fire one on a high target. Up there, you see the contrails. This is midnight. Answers back, but this one is more dangerous than this one because this is going to the thick air and this is going into the thin air. We stay with that, and it's not helping him as midnight is already fast, low, and cold. Nothing changed so far, but the first kill for the Gryphon. Okay, look, DDCS are all low. The only exception is J-Will coming from behind, where Gryphon guys are in average around 25,000 and a bit more aggressive. Probably Gryphon is gonna fire now. And this is on already cold, turned cold Z. Also 2 wasted missiles here for both sides. Midnight has already fired 1 AMRAAM. Is he going to fire the second one now? He's the high guy. Zagrin also has already fired 2 AMRAAMs. That's still other 2. Maximus has still probably 2 SDMs. No, 3 SDMs. Okay. Hasn't fired since the last one. God's got 3 plus 2. And Kubner probably has also, yeah, no, not also, only 2 plus 2. Okay, cool. Maximus, next 27, R27, Fox 1 on Stalker. Stalker's already cold, no problem. Maximus goes out with another SD10. This is second one on Cert and needs someone from the other side to pincer him. Probably Midnight can do that. If they communicate well, Midnight should shoot at Start. But this SD10 is still good. It's still good. Can do something. Especially in that weather. We want to see that. Yeah, look at that. It's very close. It's very, very close. Not guiding. Ooh, that was close. That was close, mate. And this one. The 120. This will sit. Ooh, that was too far for proximity. Wow. He was so lucky that the proximity didn't work. My goodness. Sword is gonna fire probably now. He has a chance to do so. SD10 from Sword. Chignos Barnes. And he can also fire the second one on Midnight. He does. He does. Look at the weather. And this is going to be a really, really good one. Oh, we needed to turn back from the missile. But how the missile guides when he turns back from the missile, it's mystery to me. So DDCS down to 3 only, where Gryphon has lost only 1. Signals Barnes. Not firing. Pulling that M120 from Z. This is okay. This is no harm. Okay, does Gryphon send another guy back this time also or not? Let's see the result of the prediction. 100% people said we may see a third round. Nobody said we're not going the third round. Submission time is closed. We need to wait to see if this is true and we're not going to see a third round. There is still a chance, even though small, that DDCS comes back and make this round theirs, and then we're gonna see a third round also. Okay, Alpha writes a DT. I thought it's an ER, and I was wondering why the ER is chasing. That's the right answer. In case of ET, it will guide autonomously and then doesn't need to communicate with the mother radar. Okay, what DDCS is trying to do is to pulling these guys to the other side, or to their side of the combat zone. So in case that they lose, the blue needs to fly all the way back to Sochi Adler and go down on fuel shortage, probably. It's also risky for Gryphon to say, okay, we send one, as they did last time with Maximus, to the edge of the bubble on our side and do the job, the four of us, because 5 versus 3 is more probable a win than 4 versus 3. And they don't know how many missiles the other sides still have. So here, for example, we have 1 Slammer 2 IR, 1 Slammer 2 IR, seems to be standard, 2 Slammer 2 IRs, and 1 AIM 122 AIM 9s, and Maximus has probably the IRs still left, plus 1 SD10. So enough missiles. On the other side, Z is 2 plus 2, good one. Then we have Jable. That's fine. One of the AMRAMs has still another 1 AMRAM and 2 AIM 9s. And Cryptoron 2 plus 2. Okay. From the number of missiles they have, they're quite balanced, but the number of the airplanes are not. Next shot on Cygnus Barnes is fast, going to dive. It could be good. Could be good. You can see him there. The missile is still tracking, but he pulled up again, and the missile is not doing that. No energy to pull up again with him. They need to be patient. DDCS needs to be patient, need to fire only if they are sure they hit, and they need to stay there where they are without going to panic. Chagram on Kipteron probably anytime soon. Yeah, here we go. But Kipteron is good. Flying low, burning. I think he's good. I think he's good. I hope he's good. I hope he's good. Needs a serpentine. Come on. Yeah. Okay, and pulled up. And this kills the missiles inner sea. Signal harness is on full risk, going high and low, and fires one after another. Z. Is low enough? Is it low enough to notch it? Or goes for a dodge? He did well. He did well. It's okay. Cool. Yeah, they go in, they are low, they pull those missiles, and they turn away. But this SD-10 is gonna, go to the ground. Beautiful. Nice job, Kipteron. Nice job. Like that. Very nice. And then he even has a chance to kill if he just evades that aim 9. Okay, he pulled so many missiles. I don't know what the missile stand now is here. This is Maximus down to 2 IRs. Jogrim, 1 IR. Signos Barnes should be only on down on 1 IR. Oh, you see the missile stand is sinking. 1 aim 120, and here we have no 102. So this ET is probably the most dangerous one fired so far. Nope, went to the ground. Dynamic DCS is doing a perfect job pulling missiles out of Gryphon. And soon they can get back with those IRs. And probably there is also 2 here. They have 4 IRs in total. They're not going as fast maybe as Gryphon went up and down. They're making them consume fuel. Fire on them. J-Will and Z are doing a fantastic job at the moment. Gryphon is so confident that they're going to turn this around to their profit. Like this. This is a good one. Yep. 1 less. So J-Will is alone, and now Gryphon is going full in. Yep. That was it. Now, need to wait and see if these guys make the comeback or not. TechView is showing nothing for long. There's always the disadvantage of working with one monitor at the moment. So let's see what's happened. Here's everything started. First shot came off the rail from Shock Rem. Missile is doing stupid stuff. Look at that. I cannot explain that. Why the missile is doing this. No idea. No idea on that. And finally find survey. And here, these guys see the missile goes active. Go into split S and get away from it. Gryphon was spending more at the beginning, and here is the one Winch got. He was fast and he was at corner speed, kind of. Should be able to turn faster. Probably the missile was in his blind cone. I have no idea, but it was really strange. I didn't count with that. So many missiles from the blue sides in the air. None of the teams went fully in. They stand on distance, try to take down one or two by their quite long range. 9G was in average lower, flying lower and more careful. Gryphon going back and high, coming in again. From two different sides where dynamic DCS were all together. This was a good one, but Midnight did perfect defense on it. These ones from low to high altitudes are very, very dangerous. But DCS was trying again and again. These long shots from the second row only helped to bring these people to a cold aspect. They were never heating. Maximus with shots on Stalker and Cert at the same time. And here's Cert. Did to get rid of it with that turn here. And killed the missile's energy. Perfect. Stalker, sorry. Ooh, look at that. This is the one where the proximity didn't work the way it should. But for Cert, very well done. And he shoots at Chikno's partners exactly at the same time as he went cold. Otherwise, this missile will hit. That was an SD-10. And then here they traded here in the next scene. Midnight came fast from high, Alert low. Missile exchange. ET. Perfect. Oh, I see that the match over there is done. We had the match in parallel to this one, and this one is probably done a little bit earlier. Thanks for a raid, my friend. So I appreciate that. Yeah, same pattern as we saw the whole second round. It's trained. Gryphon is doing that very well. And then for me, at this point, that was the DDCS time to show us what they are capable of. And they pull so many missiles out of Gryphon's aircrafts and gave shots only where needed, where we're very close to be outnumbered, hoping that they connect like this one, which didn't, because Signal's partners did a good job in out energy that missile. Again here, probably would be better if Cryptoron got fired on Chakram instead of on Maximus, and he did also outrun that missile. Double shot from Kubner on Cryptoron, and look at that missile. RG has no chance, no way to get out of this situation. And then J will and Z try to continue with that. Somehow here Z manages to take down Maximus and pull his missile into the ground. Very well done, Z. Maximus is a very capable pilot. They grind very well and support themselves mutually, but you know, this situation is very hard versus 4 aircrafts. So back to DCS. These guys are heading home. How many we still have? We had 3, and we still have 3. Beautiful. So are we seeing a formation landing or not?
Affirmative, Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight.
Attitude.